5 months for a criminal to destroy what it took 250 years to build. I understand that sentiment, but I wholeheartedly disagree. Because this didn't take 5 months, and we have not exactly been holding it together. Because the truth of it is, if Donald Trump has basically just exposed us to ourselves, has shown us who we have always been, shown us who we are deep down behind the facade of American values, then that means that he didn't really destroy anything but the facade. And that means that he hasn't torn down what it took 250 years to build. He exposed what has actually been built over these past 250 years. And that is a federal republic held together with bubblegum, scotch tape, and vibes mostly, that teeters on the brink constantly and has been lying to and cheating its own citizens for decades. Normally I land at Watergate. Like, that's where it all went wrong. Like, there's been plenty of wrong with America, but there had been a sort of consistent pattern of America does something fucked up, America makes up for the fucked up thing, America does something fucked up, America tries to make up for the fucked up thing, so on and so forth, right? But when Richard Nixon was found to be involved in the Watergate scandal, when now here we have a president of the United States openly committing high crimes, not just misdemeanors, like breaking into his opponent's headquarters, paying off burglars, covering up the burglary, sending the FBI to like purge state departments of witnesses and people that could take him down. That was a level of corruption that I know I joke and say it's adorable now compared to George W. Bush. See what I almost did there? To Donald Trump. It seems almost adorable now, but had it not been for that incident, had it not been for Nixon and his actions in Watergate, and moreover, the congressional actions thereafter, like they were going to impeach him, sure, but did they drag their feet on it? Yeah, they dragged their feet on it. And did Barry Goldwater go and try to cover for him? Like, go like, hey, the Senate, we don't have a choice here. There's a constitution we have to honor. So why don't you fucking duck and cover, dick? So he did. He resigned from office. Gerald Ford came in, and then we had another chance to set it right. We had another chance to set him accountable. We had another chance to tell everybody in this country and the world that no American is above the law. Even the president of the United States will be held accountable for crimes if they commit them. And Gerald Ford was just like, meh, the long national nightmare is over. Let's just all pretend it's fine. In true American waspy fashion, right? Put it in the closet, send it to grandma's, let it have the baby over the summer, never tell anybody, raise it as its brother, right? That is what we did with Watergate. And from there, that allowed Ronald Reagan to come in and commit all of his atrocious crimes. Like, do you think Iran-Contra would have gone unpunished if Watergate hadn't gone unpunished, right? Do you think the WMD and Colin Powell lying to Congress about anthrax in Iraq and starting a fucking 20-year-long war would have gone unpunished had Watergate not gone punished? Do you think the insurrection would have gone unpunished had Richard Nixon not gone unpunished? If we hadn't set the standard back in 1974 that presidents are above the law, we wouldn't be in a situation now where a president is above the law and in 5 months can run a campaign of American just destruction and dismantling that makes all of our heads spin. Donald Trump is not the bad guy. Like, he is. He's our current iteration of the bad guy, but he's just the next boss villain in Republican fuckery that has been going on easy 50 years, but I'd argue a century. Ever since the Gilded Age, ever since the Republican Party that was founded to take down slavery, gear shifted super duper quick into industrialist, gilded profit drive, we haven't had a Republican Party. And all we've ever had is a Republican Party working for business and billionaires, fighting against a Democratic Party that every 20 years has to figure itself out. That's how we got here.